مرحبا بكم. كيف حالكم؟ أرجو أن تكونوا بخير. If you have been following us from the beginning, you will know as a fact that we use a lot of repetition, because we believe it is a key learning aid. Through repetition, a skill is practiced and rehearsed over time and gradually becomes easier. So please bear with us. It's for your own good. That's on the one hand. On the other hand, if you pay close attention to this particular expression that you are familiar with, you will notice that we have introduced a couple of symbols above and below some letters. These are the subject of our lesson. We do call these three symbols when talking about them as a unit Harakat. One more time, Harakat. And while talking about each one separately, we do give each one a separate name. The one encircled in red is called Fattah. Fattah. The one encircled in green is called Kasra. Kasra. And the one encircled in blue is called Damma. Damma. But to begin with, we should ask ourselves, what is or what are Harakat? And what do we mean by Fattah, Kasra, Damma? And what's the difference between them? The harakat that we have mentioned and called Fattah, Kasra, Damma are categorized as vowels in the Arabic language, and more specifically, short vowels. Because in Arabic there are two types of vowels, short ones and long ones. We are only going to study short vowels at this stage. Long vowels will be discussed at the right time. So, harakat are short vowels, and there are three short vowels called Fattah, Kasra, Damma. Before analyzing these short vowels one by one, let's start by defining the role of short vowels in the Arabic language. Role of short vowels in the Arabic language. As we already said, the Arabic alphabet has 29 letters, and these are mostly consonants. But this doesn't refute the existence of vowels. There are two types of vowels, short ones and long ones. At this stage, we are only going to focus on short vowels. Short vowels are not part of the alphabet. They are little symbols placed on top or underneath each letter to alter its pronunciation. Arabic is renowned as a consonantal language, which means short vowels could be theoretically omitted when writing words. However, spoken Arabic obviously has short vowels sound. And we are going to explain this right away in our next section called Usage and Omission of Short Vowels. Short vowels are regrouped under a unit called Harakat, Harakat, which literally means motions. These marks are not normally written in Arabic text, except in the Quran, which is the holy book of Islam, children's books, religious books, and grammar books, in order to ensure that words are pronounced correctly. Words or text containing these marks are said to be vocalized. However, short vowels are omitted in most written material except where they are necessary to resolve ambiguity. While the experienced Arabic reader doesn't need them to read Arabic text, it can be a major challenge for the beginner. Without the harakat, you might find trouble not just with the pronunciation but also with the meaning of words or sentences. So at this stage we think we've got the answers for at least the two first questions. What is harakat? And what do we mean by Fattah, Kasra, Damma? So, as a deduction from what we have already explained, we can say that harakat are short vowels that differentiate between several sounds and meanings that a sequence of letters can have. They are not part of the alphabet, they come as symbols. Let's take an example here. This word right here can have different meanings according to the usage of short vowels. First, if we put a fatha above the first letter, it is called alam, which means flag. But if we put a kasra underneath the first letter, it becomes ilm, which means knowledge. Of course, we did not change only the first vowel here, but we are trying to simplify things in order for you to get the gist of it. Now time has come to analyze Fattah, Kasra, and Damma. Fattah has a short A sound as in at, while Kasra has a short E sound as in kit, and Damma has a short U sound as in who. Let's take an example here. As we already said, they are not letters but marks put above and below letters to alter their pronunciation. If we take the letter ba, and put a fatha above it, we do say ba fatha ba. But if we put a kasra, we do say ba kasra bi. Finally, if we put damma, we do say ba damma bu. So we have ba, bi, bu. One more time. Ba, bi, bu. So as you can see, using short vowels can be interpreted as the different ranges of sounds each vowel can produce in conjunction with letters. Don't be afraid of these harakat. First impressions are always unreliable. They are not supposed to overcomplicate things. Quite the contrary, they are used to make reading Arabic easier. These short vowels will smooth the path for your reading abilities to develop. Since we took out of the way any potential misunderstanding, let's start analyzing the first vowel. In order to make things easier and give you time to process all of these informations, we are just going to give a general idea about Fattah and postpone going in details for the upcoming lesson. Fattah is a short vowel always written above the consonant it follows. As you will see, Fattah looks the same in all positions. It looks like a slanting line above the letter. It represents a short vowel A, as in at. So before ending this lesson, let's practice Fattah on these three letters. Ba, Fattah, ba, ba. Jim, Fattah, ja, ja. Zay, Fattah, za, za. So we do say ba, da, za. Please repeat this lesson as much as you can in order to get the hang of it. It will also smooth the path for what's coming. شكراً جزيلاً. إلى اللقاء.